Okay, this is always a crapshoot if this works first try. So hopefully it works. I hope so. I'm coming. It looks good. Maybe. Test, test, test. You guys hear me? Hopefully. I'll wait just a minute because yeah, sometimes the YouTube stream kind of does some weird stuff, and sometimes I have to restart it a few times. Not that's probably like my one complaint with the YouTube streams. Is just inconsistency. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. At least with like Twitch, and maybe this is just like confirmation bias, but with Twitch, at least it feels like it works most of the time. Like right away, sorry. Like most of the time, I mean like every single time. So if this doesn't work, I'll go ahead and hop on my phone or something like that, make sure everything's kind of working. So want to wait. And often what I'll do, I'll also go to the just to YouTube in general and see if my icon is lit up. Okay, we'll do a test. It says I'm live. Wait for myself to start waving. Do a test. Okay, yeah, cool. Oh, we're gonna infinite loop now. Okay, so yeah, this is the. I know I'm a little bit early, but this is the what do you call it? The viewer match kind of review. If you have any matches that you want reviewed, a game I have missed or whatnot or anything like that, feel free to use the Google form link. You just need basically a name plus the link. You don't need to sign in or anything like that. That way we have track of it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start with just the R Tekken kind of submissions here, and then just kind of go through those because I just quickly went through here. We have about 6. Well, technically I have more than 6, but it kind of gets weird. I have more than 6 matches, but I think I have 6 queued up. Completely cold watches as usual, and then we will go ahead and as the stream goes along, usually there's like stragglers, like 2 or 3 people will post. So I don't have all the time in the world, so I kind of want to go through this semi-quick-ish, but I do have at least an hour and a half, so let's go ahead and jump into it. So yeah, this is from one of the submissions on R Tekken. So on R Tekken, the subreddit, what you can do is you can flag something as gameplay critique, I believe, is the sort of icon there. And then you can get people from the community, not necessarily myself, to post it and say like, oh, hey, you can do this and this and this. And this one I saw right away, and it kind of piqued my interest because, yeah, this person goes wild. So I think we're looking at the perspective from the Nina player here. So first of all, obviously they go for the high-low string. So pressing in, like going for Ivory Cutter in this position is not horrible. This Ivory Cutter, the 1+4, but then he backdashes, or sorry, doesn't even backdash, just an immediate challenge against reverse with reverse Ivory Cutter. One thing of note against Asuka is Asuka's jab is actually negative on block. So generically, jabs are +1. Asuka's one jab is -2. So this just works out literally because the Asuka player doesn't hit anything apart from a 1-2 in the sequence. So like 1-2-3 would win, 1-2-4 would win, of course. Reverse Ivory Cutter by itself, of course, is launch punishable, so it's not the best idea. How's it going, Fury? How's it going, Tony? Yeah, if you guys have anything you want submitted, use the link. I'll be posting it throughout. Yeah, if there's anything, you forgot to submit or whatnot, feel free to post it there. So, okay, so we see reverse Ivory Cutter, a 4-4 line. Okay, so they do the proper align. Down 4-3-2, CD transition, butterfly flap. Not the best ender, especially because like right in this position they're going for Blom Bomb, so they do charge Blom Bomb, and then they go for like a meaty Blom Bomb, but that doesn't work because of Tekken vulnerability. So For people who don't know, when you're in a tech roll state, like this player has the option to either continually fall down to the ground or perform a tech roll. When you do a tech roll, you're actually completely invulnerable against mids and lows. Of course, highs go over them, so it doesn't really matter. So be careful with not meaty attacks. This is also really important to note in T8. There really is no such thing as a meaty attack anymore. They changed the wake up position. I haven't found anything for Raven. I haven't found anything for Feng. But for some reason, Asusena does have meaty mids, and I don't understand. Is it like DLC privilege or what? I don't know. I think someone has to go like sit down and figure out how meaty attacks work in Tekken 8 because yeah, they Namco screwed something up. I presume on purpose, so it's not a mistake. Okay, all in, hell sweep, or not want to call it hell sweep, snake edge, sure. Okay, back to neutral. I mean, in context, like reverse Ivory Cutter is kind of like a janky ass keep out. I probably wouldn't recommend it. At the same time, this Asuka player deep dashed 1+2, so I don't know. Yeah, down at 4-3. This is an easy kill. Down 4-3 short carry. Yeah, they messed up. Down 4-3 short carry into 3-ring circus was an overkill of at least 10 points. Okay, back 1-4 counter hit. That's a launcher and that's a kill. Rage art. Oh yeah, rage art. I understand why you don't want to go for rage art, especially in rank because this person's on demo. Because yeah, people tend to plug when the rage arts come out. Oh, wow, nice scorpion tail. But you gotta go for it, man. Okay, the chicken's out. Let's go for the wall stand 1. This Asuka player is playing very conservatively. Oh, until they do down like 4-3. Okay, yeah, too far for wall carry. I respect them going for some a nice bait. Oh, okay, good patience. Staggered. Reverse Ivory Cutter. Gotta be careful with that. Easy kill. Rage art. Okay, that will hit because this is Nina. Nina's rage art hits almost full screen. Okay, so yeah, for this guy, for sure. First of all, why are you doing Blom Bomb? Like, why are you doing string Blom Bomb? Not even proper Blom Bomb with at least a Power Crush component built into it. How's it going, Mudo? But yeah, you got to be careful with the Blom Bomb usage. The nice thing here, you're playing against Asuka, an Asuka player. Chances are won't go for like a down back 1-2 or an up forward 2 to punish your 14. They'll just go for a 2-3, which still sucks. But in Tekken 8, 2-3 doesn't cause knockdown anymore. Shoutouts to Asuka. But you have to be careful. Like all this like random reverse Ivory Cutter. In here I don't hate it. Simply because, you know, you're +6 into I think like 16, I think it is. So mathematically it's a trap, so at least you have something built in there. At the same time, with your wall positioning, you do leave yourself open to the 4+2 wall crush, or sorry, the wall bounce / power crush, which hits on I think 15 for Asuka. So you have to be careful. But yeah, less reverse Ivory Cutter, more lows. And yeah, don't freak out so much. Like people freaking out, it's like a big deal. As soon as you like lose your head, you kind of like fuck things up. So okay, so yeah, this was not a viewer submission. This is just a submission on our Tekken. So once again, you can always go through, and I'll just show it to you because there's nothing bad here. Gameplay critique, basically you just set a filter or set the flare, I think they call it, for your post, and then you can see it. So here, like, we can take a look at this Yoshi match really fast. Okay, using ultra widescreen. Shoutouts to modding. Okay, big whiff, no punish. Yeah, I mean, with Yoshi, you're not really looking to CD1 in this position for like proper launch, but at the bare minimum, you should at least do a back 2-2 or something to that effect. So, okay, yeah, as mentioned, wall stand 1 -14. That's the nice thing with the training mode, and training mode will be even better in T8, so that's a good thing. Okay, meaty, high option, not horrible. It active for like a billion frames, so it's a good idea. Okay, wall stand 1 raw again. Oh, is that my alarm? Ah, crap. I'll be right back. Sorry. Sorry, my phone is freaking out because I forgot to set an alarm for you guys. Yeah, sorry. I set an alarm just so I wouldn't forget to do this. So See the walls better? Yeah, no, I'm not hating on ultra wide. It's just funny as hell because, in my opinion, because typically when people go ultra wide, they like really zoom out the screen. It's like if you can't, if all you can see is the outside, it's weird. It would require like a completely different mindset to play. If you do like the zoomed out version, ultra wide by itself is okay, but when it's like this, there are people who like super zoom out. It's like I don't know how you're supposed to play that, man. It's like you're sitting so far back from your screen. Okay, low control. Okay, no follow up. This Yoshi player seems to have like ideas of how to play. Like they probably have watched a different Yoshi player play. Oh, nice sweep. Okay, down 2-2. Okay, not the best combo. I don't think he even used the spin in that combo. It's not horrible because like you ended with Flea 2 for unscaled after 4-3+4, but still, kill him. I gotta be sure to kill your opponents, guys. Okay, pick up. Yeah, I don't know if wall stand 2-1 would work there. You probably had the right idea earlier with the CC down 2 line. I don't think wall stand 1 would ever work. Okay, nice punish. Nice flash out. Okay, I don't know. Okay, good punish there. I was afraid after missing the 4-4-2 in the first round that you wouldn't go for anything. Okay, hop knee is very greedy. Hop knee with the high crush, low crush built into it. I mean, it's not horrible because you're only, I believe, minus 13, I presume, generic. But still, it's probably better to take, in that position, either go for the full crouch down 4-4, go for the kill right away, simply because like when you get into a high pressure situation against a rage, what do you call it? A rage-based Heihachi player, they're likely to go for rage drive, so 1 back 2, or immediate back 2. Either way, full crouch down 4-4 will win it. Also, full crouch down 4-4 is a homing attack. Also, furthermore, the punishment options for Heihachi are limited due to wall stand 3 hitting on 18. Now, I don't know if Yoshimitsu full crouch down 4-4 is a proper stagger or if it's only minus 16. If it's minus 16, then you can use that as bait because wall stand 3, 1+2 with Heihachi's minus 14. So you can use the knowledge of your opponent's options to punish you to set up future punishment traps against them. A great example is Bryan down 4 at tip range. You do Bryan down 4 at tip range. A lot of characters wall stand 4 don't even hit. And because wall down 4 is minus 11, their options for punishing you are diminished. So with that being said, your opponent doesn't have to necessarily go for a wall stand 4. If they're Yoshi, they can go for full crouch down 4-4. And then all of a sudden, if you go for your down 4 trap into like a jet upper, their low sweep is all of a sudden beating you. So just be careful. But yeah, you can base your strategies around their information. So what your character playing as is as important as your opponent's skill level in general. So while you might not be able to control your opponent's skill level, you can at least control traps and ideas against said characters by you just having matchup knowledge in general. Great example, Kazumi versus Kazumi versus Paul. Big deal. Like you have to be very confident in your execution and stuff. There are quite a few of those. Oftentimes, like the game itself is fairly balanced, but still, you want to understand the dynamics of character matchups and stuff like that. And once again, if you have any matches you want to submit, we're going to move on to the submissions now. Go ahead, use this link that's in the chat. But yeah, let's go ahead and keep going. Okay, so yeah, I figure we'll start with this one. Now, the person who submitted this, and I don't have the name in front of me immediately, Black Wolves, we'll call him. Actually, he gave us a good kind of diverse cast that we're going against. So someone of roughly same skill level, someone of lower skill level, and then someone of higher skill level. So this is actually going to be insightful, so I can't wait. Furthermore, he's playing as Deviljin, so it's kind of bad. Oh, what a challenge. Okay, what was the context on this? Back away. Oh, goes for open field 4-4-4. Okay, I don't like that from the Raven player. Okay, you got to reset. Careful. Okay, solo 4-4-3. I like how you do just forward 4-3. Because for people who don't know, if you fuck up the running 3 input with Deviljin, you get 4-4-3. But if you do 4-4-3-1, it's a high. And if you screw it up or like really prone to going for the running 3 and fucking it up, a good player will duck you, and it will happen. Trust me. So I like this. I like the solo 4-4-3. Okay, screwed up again. Okay, backdash 4. Oh, okay, now just a raw 4-3. Okay, no duck on the 4-1. 4-1 does jail in in Tekken 8, so. I mean, you should be ducking it in this game because, right, we're playing T7, we're not playing T8, but still. Okay, 4-3 again. Interesting. So, are you going for 4-3 just for, like, a evasive crush? I mean, there's probably better options for you to go for. But it's interesting nonetheless. Okay, flash punch hit. Oh, was that a running 3 or a CD3? Oh my, what the hell? That was a CD3. What the fuck? Wait, what are you playing on? Are you playing on hitbox? No, you can't be playing on hitbox because you dropped the running 3s. Huh. Yeah, if you're if you're in chat right now, let me know. If you're not in chat, I'm curious, what the hell are you playing on? That's weird. Okay, got a little spike, nice 4-2-3. Okay, good patience, 4-2-3. I think it's like +6 or +7. Right? That was seamless as fuck. That was crazy. Okay, back to interesting. So I think from all the videos you submitted, you are playing as Devil Jin. I wonder what the back 2 was for. Maybe erroneous backdash. Yeah, maybe he is playing on crazy. I don't know. Also, I want to shout out the costume, the what do you call it? What Orchid, right, from Killer Instinct. Oh, 1-1, nice. I like the read. If you're like on the other side of this the flip coin here, the other side of the coin, if you're playing against a Mishima player, don't be afraid to use -14s. Like, they're now granted the Mishima player can just do like back 1-2 on 12, down 4-4-4 on 13. They might not necessarily get like a max punish. And oftentimes you'll see at the bare minimum just like a flash punch 1-1-2. But still, just go for it. Like, sometimes just the fear of you just going for a random attack is so strong that it causes something called hesitation frame. So if your opponent is fearful or ready for the thing that can happen, that will open them up to other lines. So where you have, it's like, okay, well, if I go 1-1-4 with Raven, I'm now -14. But if I go 1-1-4 and they duck the second hit, I believe 1-1-4 is NC. So 1-1-4 is not just a 10-frame trap, but it's also a mid-trap that if they flinch into it, the 4 is guaranteed. At least that's the way it is with like Lars. I think it is that way also with Raven. But then also, it's then 1-1-4, so now I'm using it as a way to get the opponent to close up and now possibly take away their flinch option. So then I have my level here of using 1-1 as just a flinch catch. And then furthermore, I can then use plus frame options. I can confirm off of 1-1. And while I can't do the 4 per se, I can now use the plus frames on 1-1 to apply offensive pressure. Now, if I think they're going high, I now do a down 4-3 and I crush them. Or I go for a down 4 and I beat step, and then also I get counter hit if they try to do a flinch option. So I do launch, I go low, and then you keep going down the chain. And once again, the whole chain exists just because 1-1-4 is still on the table. And again, if your opponent can't max punish it, it sucks to get, back 1-2 on 12 knockdown. But it's not the worst thing in the world. And you have to understand, like, using your health as a resource is like super, super important in literally every single game that you play, not just Tekken. It's important in every single game. Health as a resource, getting you from that low level to mid level at the bare minimum, and then mid level to high level. Very important to understand that. But also, when you're up a game, you can start experimenting and throwing your opponent's game, like timing off and whatnot. So here, this Raven player is up around. You're open field, so there's no fear of back 1-2 wall splatting you. So you can start just throwing things out. Now, that's not to say you want to go for YOLO, like Shadow down 3 with Raven, which is her like very seeable snake edge. But still, you can start using safer options to throw your opponent off. And that -14 breakpoint is huge because, yeah, unless this Devil Jin player knows how to launch you, they're not going to launch you like 99% of the time. Easily, right? There's no fear, and then because the wall's away, that also further takes away the possibility of you dying for it. So in this position, yeah, just fucking 1-1-4. Like, just go for it. Who cares? Just go for it. It's important to not really respect your opponent. You can respect them somewhat, but as soon as you like start showing your opponent too much respect is the part where you start losing. It's very important to get over that hill. And I think I've talked about that in like live video 2, I think that was. Get over the hill. Okay, careful with the open field. Back forward 2-1. So one thing like Qdons does, he'll only ever commit to the back forward 2-1-2 if there's the wall to his right. So obviously with this Raven player, the Raven player could have sidestepped right. Also, what the Raven player is doing here by challenging with down back 2 is illogical, simply because the back forward 2-1, this hit here is -10. So they really shouldn't be applying a 13 frame mix-up. A, they should be either sidestepping or B, punishing. There's really nothing in between. Now, you can make the argument. No, there's no argument. I take it back. There's no argument because Raven 2-4 is a standing spin 10 frame punisher. So this Raven player at the bare minimum should be going for a 2-4. But yeah, be careful not to overcommit to linear strings that are very seeable. So just be careful. Okay, 4-4-4. I don't like it. I like the 4-4-4 usage there. Okay, good patience. Yeah, a lot of these lows are very they're not very seeable, but they are seeable for Raven. It just takes time. Yeah, I don't like the running 3 because you see what happened. So you went running 3, you went crossover essentially, and put you in a negative position. And against Raven, Raven has a full crouch game. So either she can take this +6 on the wake up 3, go for a wall stand 2, which if you mash, you die. If you don't churn around, you die because her wall stand 2 is actually a back churn launcher in Tekken 7. In Tekken 8, they nerfed it. It no longer does it. But you're in a horrible position. She can go for quicksand, full crouch down for 3+4, wall stand 4 if they're just feeling lazy. There's a lot of things that you can go wrong in this position. So don't overcommit with a running 3 when it basically won't net you anything. Also, when you haven't like established a timing on your opponent in their wake up position, you gotta be careful. Okay, 3-3. I don't hate it. If you go airborne, it wins. Rage art, you'd lose, but it's okay. Okay, forward 2 solo. Usually erroneous input. Okay, there's that forward 3 usage. Okay, nice duck. I like you backing away. No need to force it -5 after your tsunami kick. Okay, interesting. The 1-2 jab after down forward 1 on hit. Weird. From their playstyle, they look very much like a G-Clef heavy player. So 4-2-3. Okay, not applying pressure. Wall's good for them to apply pressure. They backed away. Neutral reset. Probably not the best idea. Okay, nice challenge. The challenge does leave you susceptible to BT, down 4, power crush, stuff like that. So just careful. Okay, nice. Good confirm. Easy kill. Okay, not a good combo. Okay, no punish. 2-4 is -10. You got to 10 frame that. They gave you the win. You should have took the win. A big whiff on the sudden strike. Yeah. Okay, so one thing I'm noticing. So you're counter stepping, and notice how this opponent is counter stepping you to your strong side. You should exploit that fact. Also, you're playing at a range where you technically can approach with 4-4-4 for lockdown. This person isn't dropping stance. They're not really showing any crouching. So yeah, you can approach with 4-4-4. Don't do it all the time, of course. But understand when your opponent, A, is counter-stepping you the correct direction, and B, they're not. Also, C, when they're being super passive, looking for an error mistake. Like, you can approach, and as soon as they sidestep into the wall in this position, that's your cue to go for lockdown. You already had shown forward 1+2, and you confirmed it. Maybe you didn't confirm it proper, but still. But yeah, this is your go-to. As soon as they walked into a position where you can like instantly win, you should take it. The nice thing also with Raven in this matchup, Raven doesn't really have any keep out counter at game. Now they have 1+2, which is safe on 14. I think it's 14 this game, or it's 15. It doesn't matter, but it's safe, kind of linear. But yeah, for instance, a Raven player is going to be using random 4-1 for keep out, especially against a Mishima player, where as soon as they commit to the 4, like your electric realistically is going to happen. So Raven's not really a great keep out player, more of a poke heavy, counter hit, timing trap character, very poke. But keep out, not so much. Like they don't have like a Paul Sway 4 or something to lock you down. So okay, interesting. Up 4 3+4 Yeah, they try to time the meaty down 3. They should have sidestepped because your wake up position was basically a tech roll, so they should have counterstepped left to go for the down 3. Yeah, stepping with your opponent on wake up positions are very important for not just mitigating their options to beat you in a wake up. So for instance, when in a ground position, wake up 3, wake up 4 are basically weak to sidestep right. So knowing stuff like that's important. But on the flip side of the coin, you can also step with them for alignment purposes. So they didn't really understand the wake up, and they allowed you to tech roll for free. So just be careful if you're on the offense. So this Raven player. Okay, big bet. Yeah, the forward 1+2 is not horrible against Raven because I believe it's what's -15 in 5.0. But just careful with using forward 1+2. Okay, 4-3 again, kind of churn steely. Yeah, you know what? I just realized your 4-3 usage reminds me of a Devil Jin player. A Devil Jin player who typically will go like 4-3 into back 3, the back sway. It's like a weird trap idea. It's not horrible. It's not good, though. Oh, 2-2. Okay, no punish from the Raven player. Oh, okay. I like the back 1 attempt, but yeah, she's recovering in full crouch. Okay, big bet. Yeah. 4-2-3. 4-2 by itself, -10. And then the 3, of course, also -10. Yeah, let's go ahead. We'll jump ahead some. Simply because I don't want to take too much time, and we'll take a look at one of our other matches. And we'll go for lower skill level next one. Out. Nice step from the Raven player. Yeah, one thing of note is if you're ever committing to a deep step, you should always be looking to launch. So if you're making the conscious decision, the deep step, you should never be thinking throw. Throws are pretty linear in Tekken 7. In 8, they do track, but I assume they're going to get nerfed, hopefully. But yeah, anytime you deep step, you should be thinking launch or just general strong punish. Never throw. Something guaranteed is what I'm trying to say. Okay, nice confirm. Not the best combo. Hot plate special for Oki sort of thing. Okay, a little bit late on the punish. Okay, cancel. Careful with any sort of double chin cancel. Technically, you're punishable on block. So 4+2 cancel, I believe, is -14. So that means your attack here, your one jab is coming out in 24. So just careful. Okay. Yeah, this Raven hasn't really shown much like wall stand game, like any of the Snake Dash game. So they're kind of playing right into your hand, which is very fortunate for you. But just be careful. You know, one thing I'm noticing, yeah, no back fours or anything. Yeah, this person really hasn't shown. They're like, okay, I'm gonna go for my 4-1, my 12 frame, right? They really haven't shown anything. They're opting to play you more straight with like forward to a bunch of jab options, stuff like that. Yeah. If you're committing, keep in mind, if you're committing to a deep step, like you are committing, you're all in. And because in this game, especially with jab tracking, a lot of characters just have like random jab tracking, and furthermore, it's really problematic, to be honest. Asusena, her jab fully tracks. I don't know why. Hopefully they nerf it. But yeah, I did it. I did testing, and her one jab tracks at +1, and by definition, jab shouldn't track until +6. So it's like you got to be careful. It's really annoying. Okay, not the best combo. Yeah, bad combo. Okay, not the worst combo. I don't think I've seen that variation. So 4-1 Shadow 1-4 hard splat. They could have done the up 4 3+4 line. I don't think it would have killed you because they nerfed it in Season 4, but still. Okay, good patience. You got to go in, though. Okay, now you can't win. It's mathematically over. Yeah, you would have to need launch into Rage Art. One electric. In that position with the Raven player, you know, not really shit on your skill level, but any, like, sub yellow rank, yeah, you can just hard commit duck, you'll just win. Yeah, there's no time to win. Like, what's the best that you can do? Dash up can, down 4-3, or down 4-2, right? Because you can't do can into Rage Art. There's no frames. So that forces them to do instant wall stand 2 into Rage Art, so. But yeah, maximize damage. That's really important, because you're taking the risk of stepping, so just commit. Okay, wow, nice break on the, I think that was wrist chop. Okay. This person's not doing the best combos. That is keeping you in here. They're not really showing any real low game. I mean, Buzzsaw. I'm not counting Buzzsaw as a low game, so okay, not a great combo. Oh, and now they're dead. Yeah, they fucked up. They got stuck in BT. This is a Raven problem. If you don't know what to do, you freak out. You're like, whoa, I can't block, and now I'm dead. Like, I'm stuck. I'm stuck in BT. So, okay, let's take a look at the high. You know what? Let's go to the higher skill level one. And then what we'll do, we'll compare the highest skill level that you've shown versus the lowest one. And let me put the screen back on. Oh, yeah, again, if you guys want to submit anything, please use the link. Submissions are still open. Yeah, just give me a heads up. Okay, you versus a Jin player. Okay, back for 2-1, no challenge here. Yeah, I like the sidestep right. That is correct. Jin player, or Jin is weak to sidestep right, whereas most Mishimas are weak to sidestep left. So it's different with him. Electric, okay, can't challenge it at -5. Bad mistake. So don't do that. Don't challenge at -5. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry about that, I'm back. Okay, nice punish. Oh, good conversion. Okay, so what is this? Is this game after your Raven game? Because yeah, you're playing completely different, which is good. Or maybe you're just more comfortable in this like Raven matchup. Okay, Weiwu, wall stand 2. Yeah, usually, if I remember correctly, with Devil Jin, you want to use forward 3 off of the wall. So like wall stand 2, forward 3, and then it would realign you and you continue combo. Unless it's like dead on, I can't remember. Okay, house sweep. Are you gonna go long carry? There it is again. The running CD3. I'm so curious what are you using? Okay. Also, look at the connection. The connection's really bad. 3 delay. Ouch. That sucks. Okay, no punish. Yeah, -12. You should be able to punish down forward 144. Oh. Okay. Damn, you said versus Toxic Jin. You're playing Toxic. Okay, forward 4. Okay, CDS 1+2. Oh, wow. Okay. A little bit. Yeah, you missed the deep dash, unfortunately, 4.31. Okay, challenging through. Okay, obviously you have a history with this guy. Yeah, damage forward doesn't hit grounded. So nice option not to flinch there. It's actually more important to understand the flinch option with Jin in this game. Because in Tekken 8, he no longer has 444. And that means that he has to use an option like down 2, the steel pedal on the ground. So it's kind of interesting dynamic. A big whip on CD1. And block will cancel. One thing of note with like Devil Jin, you can actually challenge at this range. So technically you could dash up and just fuck his world up. Now granted he canceled right away, but it's something that Devil Jin can actually do. You probably don't want to do raw forward 3+4, but still. Sometimes it's important to show that you have it. Okay, challenging, careful. Yeah, oh, generic throw. Ah! Okay, so now this could set you up for a future trap, right? So in face down positions, even if it's face feet away or feet towards, you can always do wall stand, like tap up to do a wall stand and do like a wall stand 4 or a wall stand 3. Now, granted, I don't think Devil Jin has a wall stand 3, probably just generic, but it is there. So this down 4-4 idea from this guy wasn't really a thing. But then, like I said, the problem is against certain like high-level players, they'll always go for the parry trap. So as soon as you commit to some sort of wake-up, they'll just go for the parry. So then it becomes a question of how many times are you going to do wall stand 4? Are you going to go the full tsunami route, in which case he has to respect the second hit, stuff like that. It's not as bad versus a character like Leroy, because Leroy has to commit to the full parry, and he just hit a single button to like do the reversal. Jin, you can parry, and by holding back, you just guard. So technically, you can parry the first hit, guard the second hit, and then just do your launch punisher of choice. So it gets really weird really fast, but it's something to understand is that you have a lot of options, and a lot of players don't really understand in Wake Up how not weak they are, sort of thing. Oh, wow. Very fortunate with that running 3. Super lucky. Yeah, wow. Oh my god, chase down? Okay, Yamba 2, not the best idea. Okay, good confirm. Good patience. Yeah, you dashed up, but then your timing was a little bit off. It might have been because the 3 delay. Yeah, I like to steal the hot plate. I also like the backdash. Okay, a lot of whiffing from him, though. Yeah, down 4-4 on 13. You should be looking for your down 4-4. Yeah, because you have extra range on down 4-4 versus down 4-1. Same speed, but the kick has more range. Also, the kick makes it such that he can't do like the parry and whatnot. The punch parry to beat you, so... Oh, big trade. Yeah, you didn't shake out. Luckily, he didn't kill you for that. Yeah, 4-4-3-1. Yeah, I don't. I imagine 4-4-3-1 into 3-ring circus works. I'm pretty sure, but might be just an online thing. Again, 3 delay, 1 rollback. So. Oh, full string. Yeah, luckily the wall didn't fuck you. Oh, no break on the his wrist chuck. I don't know what his is called. Okay, key charge out. I mean, he had a kill. Like, in this position, when he got you with the low, he could have sidestepped. I think he would have been able to sidestep left, back 2-1 the pickup. So he cashed back 2-1 immediately, but he didn't understand, like, the dynamics of the wall positioning. So that's super important. So, that to be honest, that's probably why he's a warrior and not higher. Or, sorry, he's an emperor and not higher than that. Yeah, understanding how, like, walls can fuck you up is, like, a really key skill. Flash punch out. Wow. Okay. I mean, I respect it. Random option at like -4 or whatever. Okay, was that a break on the complicated wire? Because that was a really fast animation. Okay, not a good combo. Yeah, he's freaking out. Yeah, he's playing super frustrated. Okay, good patience. Maybe not that frustrated. Geyser option. Aye. Okay. Oh, bad input. Doesn't matter. What did you get here? Oh, dash up. What is that? Down 4 or 3? So you probably tried to do running 3, but then you fucked up the input. It doesn't matter. Up 4-4 out. For this Jin guy, I mean, you were doing a lot of good stepping. The only sort of thing I could recommend right away, same thing. You just have to be confident in like proper lockdown. Like you started with like the forward back 2s, which is great like anti-sidestep, but you kind of faded away from it, and I'm not 100% sure why. But maybe it like started turning into like this. Basically, you're scrapping with him, and it's like, okay, who wants to flinch first, right? Scrap, scrap, scrap. Who's gonna flinch? I ain't flinching. You ain't flinching. So then it's like it comes down to the wire. You kind of get stuck in those scrambles. But keep your wits about you, especially when your opponent's playing frustrated. Because yeah, the teabagging, especially when the teabagging is like really close, is probably more of a sign of frustration than anything. So yeah, use that understanding of their weakness. But other than that, like I said, your stepping was really, really strong there. So okay, let's for time's sake, let me go ahead and just jump to a different match here. So we'll take a look at this one, which will be actually informative for me. Murdered by Lei. So we got a Marduk player here. Yeah, exactly. Now the thing with Devil Jin especially is rushdown is a lot trickier because of your general weakness to like sidestep left. Your SSR because an option like up forward doesn't actually track there. It Hell Sweep loses, Electric loses. So rushdown is a little bit trickier when your opponent isn't freaking out. Once they start panicking, that's where Devil Jin can start opening things up. So I do like your use of Hot Plate Special to down 3 to open them up. You did go for a couple of down back 2s, but down back 2 that you would typically use them were not really Oki position, or sorry, they were Oki positions and not reads on A, applying pressure, or B, anti like high, as a high crush tool. So be careful with that. Apart from that, yeah, I like the back forward 2s. I would definitely use more electric just to have the presence there. And the one thing like every Devil Jin player needs for sure at any skill level, unless you're like super high level, instant wall stand 2. You need to be able to do instant wall stand 2 to properly apply a 50-50 pressure, because once you understand how weak like Devil Jin is to sidestep left and just crouching, that's where instant wall stand 2 comes. And even an option like Demon Paw 442 is strong. But same thing, it's decently linear, and then it's not super, super strong unless you're by a wall. Now in Tekken 8, that'll be different, of course, because Demon Paw is a heat engager, but still, you need to have some mid presence there that's not always up forward 4. So just keep that in mind. Use a different like variety of attacks. Okay, so we have, yeah, like I said, Marduk. We're on the Marduk perspective, of course. A back turn option, right? Enters BT. Oh no, sorry. So he's a back 1+2. Okay, good pickup. Crane, or sorry, yeah. Crane 2. Spin option. Like a little bit late on the punish. Yeah, the connection looks good. 17 ping. Okay, 4-1. Yeah, 4-1 here is pretty greedy. The lay player probably should have taken the back turn 4-4 because the wall would fuck up the combo. It's very obvious the wall is going to screw things up. And then what happens here, he goes for 4-3 and the same thing. Because it's in a tech roll position, the 4-3 is never going to be like meaty hitting here. So he kind of goes for like some janky, not really a 50-50, but like janky applied pressure, which it honestly might have been a 4-4-3, and maybe he just fucked up the input. Okay, yeah. Is that a kill? No, that's not a great combo. He could have waterfalled you. Uh-oh. Go for a reset. Okay, full crouch down forward, 1+2. I don't hate it because, right, this is a ground hitting mid, safe option. If he ducks into it, that gives you an attack throw. But the problem with full crouch down forward, 1+2 in this position is it's slow. Oftentimes, like, people will mash out, and because they're recovering in a side splat position, that means their wake up 3 and wake up 4 are hitting very, very fast. So be careful with applying this pressure. I know that for a fact because I get annihilated when people mash here. And because they're waking up quicker than you're recovering, basically the wake up 3 or wake up 4 cannot be beat unless you read it. Like, you know, low parry or block punish. Okay, plus frames. Okay, good patience. Steel pedal option. Yeah, careful in the wake up. You are like I talked about earlier, you're recovering into face down. So technically you could do tap up 3 and launch punish this 4-4-3-4. At the bare minimum, you could do wake up 4, like tap up 4, and come out on 13. So, a big whiff. Yeah, I don't hate the down back 2, but I don't like it either. Probably better to apply like immediate pressure with down forward 1. Like big whiff, like here down forward 1 might have hit, and down back 2, of course, hitting on 16. A little bit slower. Okay. Yeah, this lay player kind of knows what they're doing, but not really. Yeah, force 50-50, nothing you can do there. I respect you going for the up 4-3. I respect that. Back 2, of course, is going to win. Also, back 2 with lay is a high crush tool, so like you can pretty much use it for free. Okay, no duck on the high. Okay, down 1 pressure. Okay, I like the back away. This guy is kind of going crazy, so letting your opponent hang themselves is never a bad idea. Okay, sure. No worries, Bacon. 4-2. Yeah, no way to confirm it. Okay. Mid option out. Yeah, I mean, I like the Razor Rush usage from this lay player because, like, you're playing Marduk, so you don't have a hop kick. You're a big boy, so it's harder to sidestep out of Razor Rush. So, okay, chase down. Yeah, I like it. This guy wants to party. Let's go. Okay, low option. Yeah, the low is -16, so you can't launch it. Okay, you luckily you didn't die. That was a huge mistake. Yeah, so for people who don't know, and hopefully you guys knew, so the tackle itself is an attack on the final hit, and this is launch punishable. Like, you can just launch that. So there's ways to like mitigate it too. If it's tip range, you can jump away and do like a wall stand 3 or a wall stand 2. There's a lot of things you can do. So this guy luckily gave you another chance at life, which is not the best idea against Marduk. Okay, I don't know about the dash up 1 down 2 though. Big whiff. You could have killed him. That was a mistake. Okay, you got it this time, though. Fortunate. Okay, 4-2 opening gambit again. It does have some jab crush into it, so I don't hate it. I'm sure Marduk has a way to proper punish. Okay, yeah, 4-4-3-2, obviously NCC only. Oh, okay, you're freaking out. You're freaking out. Okay, out of the air, he can confirm. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump ahead a little. See how the meta has changed. And one thing of note, I do this oftentimes whenever I'm just kind of like watching games. If I'm watching any sort of like high level game, especially like a really long death match, I'll jump around to see how things have evolved. You get a lot of information like watching like it concurrently, like throughout. But at the same time, not concurrent, sorry. Contiguously, I guess. But still, it's important to understand it, how things evolve, or how things have evolved. So you don't necessarily need to see like the Yomi level change and stuff like that, and meta play change, but you can see like the grander picture. Yeah, definitely mental freeze, 100%. Yeah, the problem is like you're playing against a tricky character, right? And I understand you close up, like you just are going to close up. But one thing of note is you're playing a character with superior range, and all of like Lei's options, apart from 443 or running 3, are all things that you can like effectively react to. So if Lei's trying to get in on you and he's committing to something, you can effectively just punish him for doing it. The only thing you can't beat is 443. So you have to be careful. And then if you like evolve into like this normal like Lei style 443 meta, just to max punish it, because it's always minus 14. But more importantly, you always want to use a mid. So if you think they're just going to do 443 or running 3, go for a mid. In this case, with Marduk, you want to challenge with like down 442, which is like your mid option. Don't go for like up forward 1-2 or something like that on 12. So because he can recover and crouch. And then it starts becoming, okay, I do running 3 for the high ender. So then you have to play in between. But it all starts with you punishing it. And if someone's constantly showing you running 3 or 443 and you don't have an answer, they're just going to keep doing it, right? There's no reason for them to not keep doing it, so might as well. Okay, now you're stuck in the blender. Nice backdash. Yeah, you got caught with BT43. Not much you can do because it's only minus 13 in this game. So, okay, down for a 1-1 series out. I don't think that full string is NC. So you have to, if you're getting hit, just guard. Just guard, guys. Just guard. Okay, there we go. 4-4-3-4. Okay, nice whiff punish. Called his bluff. That was, once again, probably an erroneous 4-4-3. I think he wanted another one. Okay, chase down. Oh, yeah, crouch throw or like the ground throw, probably not the best idea to go for a reset. I mean, maybe you have like the sickest read ever, but careful with that. Because, yeah, it's launch punishable. Okay, stand for, interesting. Yeah, he had to take 50-50. Down 3 or down 4 probably would beat all the 50-50 options, but you have to have like the presence of mind to go for it. Speaking of presence of mind, I like that. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. So as soon as we've evolved past. At this point, you're not ducking 4-4-3-4. So now we're just into a pure 4-4-3 kind of base meta or Yomi level. Using an option like down by 2 just ain't it. You need to be in like the mindset the max punish. If you're committing to a punish, commit to the punish. But yeah, Damek 2 on 16 is just way too slow to do that. So okay, actually let's go ahead and jump ahead a little bit more. Okay, nice challenge though. Nice read. In my stream freeze. Oh, hello? No, 1 second. Let me check. Oh, here we go. That was weird. Oi. Yes, he went all in. I respect that. YouTube dying. Yeah, I guess I'm watching this on YouTube, aren't I? Okay, Hell Sweep. That's new in 5.0. Oi, okay. I don't hate it. I don't hate you going for wall stand 3 in this position. Right, because the wall stand 3, after he goes for the down 4-4-4. I don't hate the wall stand 3, but like it's just not fast enough. So you're like, okay, I'm going to go for wall stand 3, which for Marduk is not to launch Lei per se, but for a steel pedal attack. So he goes for the wall stand 3. Of course, wall stand 4 in high sight was better. The only problem like with wall stand 3 is it's pretty slow, all things considered. So you are leaving yourself susceptible to the finish of the string, and more than that, it's challenging. Okay, good patience. I like the counter step on the ground. Okay, minus 10. Oh, reversal. I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about the reversal there. Careful with that. Okay, looks like you went for opening 4-3-2. Probably wanted 4-4-3. Oh no, input error. Okay. Oh, buffered 4-3-2. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Out. Yeah, I lost the 50-50. Oh, yeah, so I talk about this every now and then. If you're committing to a 50-50, just keep in mind that you want to do something that is going to like properly punish or beat the 50-50, right? So if I'm thinking the late player is going the distance, I'm going to use the -7 to apply 50-50. Or if he's going low, if I read the low, I want to make sure that I have like my wall stand 16 on lock here. So just keep that in mind. You could mitigate the risk of, or the chance of you fucking up against the 50-50 by just betting one way the entire time and just making sure I'm going to punish it. I'm going to bet you're going low, and in my mind I have my 16 wall stand ready and locked and loaded to go. So keep that in mind. Okay, throw out. Oh, okay. Ground throw. Gotta be careful. It might be better just to, one thing I haven't seen, it's probably better to go just for a down 3 than to keep committing for a reset throw. And yeah, now you're dead. Yeah, it's probably better to take the easy stuff that's like significantly safer, less risky. So you're playing risk averse, which is perfectly fine because Marduk down 3 hits like a truck. Of course, that's not even saying you can go for like down back 4 on as your stomp, but still down 3 is pretty good, all things considered. Okay, Python out. Okay, I like the mix up. We go for VTS 2. Safe counter launcher. Okay, nice duck, no commit. Okay, cancel option. Yeah, 4-for-3 back a roll catch. Okay. Probably better to do something than to do nothing in that position. Okay, QCF2 out. Okay. Taking the +5. Off axis. Okay, you're going for long carry variation. That's the, what do you call it? No punish. Yeah, that's typically what like Joey Fury will go for. They'll go for the VTS forward 1-4 variation. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that feels bad. He went for back 4. Oh, and you're dead now. I understand why you went for back 4 then. Oh, horrible combo. Doesn't matter. Hell Sweep still takes it. Yeah, you went for back 4 because you're like, okay, well, I'm going to go for like a quick-ish mid. But, yeah, BT down 1 with lay is 11 frames. So it's really good. It's super fucking fast. Yeah, it's essentially a generic move in 5, but it's a launcher because in 5, low options were NC. So if you perform like a BT option, it was a launcher. It was a straight up launcher, natural combo. No counter at necessary. Very T5 kind of thing going on. So. Okay, let's see. Okay, here's a Ling 1. This is another long set, so we won't watch the whole thing for time's sake, but yeah, we'll skip around. How slow? I mean, so the good news in this game, right? Every character has like a 10-frame jab with an asterisk there, of course. All these characters have 10-frame jab. So when in the grand scheme of things, characters aren't really slow per se. It's just typically their body size and movement can get things like fucked up. The nice thing with Marduk though is that yeah, he has a pretty good backdash. His sidestep isn't great, but it's not horrible either. So you do have things that you can do. But with that being said, he doesn't have a 12-frame knockdown. He doesn't have a wall stand knockdown until 13. His wall stand 3, his launcher is 18. There are a bunch of these tools that are slower than other characters. So when you are given something with Marduk, you definitely have to take whatever is best for you. So max damage, max knockdown, so on and so forth. It's one of the things, and I actually talked about this in a video, I think one of the Joey Fury ones, like a couple of videos ago, where, yeah, Joey will literally just practice punishment with Marduk because it's so important. Punishment A is really important, period. And at his skill level where he has the mind games, throw games down, spacing, you name it. Like, he has all these things. The only last frontier with Marduk, because he's pretty simple to use, is to be able to max punish because your character is slower, right, on these options. You need frames to effectively apply real pressure. And by real pressure, I mean, when you're applying a 50-50 at like +1 or +2, it's a non-sustainable strategy. Eventually, something's going to happen that's going to get you killed. But if you're applying pressure, is my stream dead? But if you're applying pressure at like +6, I don't think it's What's happening here? Let me make sure here. But if you're applying pressure at like +6 or +7, that's where things start changing up. And sorry, 1 second, guys. I don't know why, but my... Wait, I am live. Why is it... I don't under... I'm not... I'll say it, man. I'm not, once again, I'm not a fan of the YouTube interface. My screen changed, and I'm like, whoa, did my connection die? I'm not a fan of it. Okay, nice challenge. Oh yeah, so because you're slower, you need those plus frames to apply pressure. So it's one of the reasons why Dragunov, while he's not necessarily a slow character, without a proper counter game, he needs those frames like +8 and whatnot to effectively apply pressure. And even at +8, because of how like shitty his mids are, even +8 might not be good enough. So, but conversation for another time. How's it going, Cam? Yeah, I don't know what happened. Like I said, my YouTube is freaking out. Wow. BTS drop right under it. Okay. Down by 4 option. Okay, up 4-3 out. I don't hate it. Keep in mind, you probably would lose to wall stand 4 there, though. Okay, 4-2-1. A little bit too far for the wall. Okay, look at that. Wow, it wants you to max punish. Tight. Ah, nice confirm. Okay, so yeah, this probably won't be the best suggestion I can give you because Marduk versus Xioayu, like... I don't know what beats Xioayu, to be honest. Now, the one thing I know that beats Xioayu with Marduk is down 4. So anytime like Xioayu drops into RDS, her back turn stance, and starts like stance dancing, down 4 will beat it. Down 4 actually will track typical RDS rain dance trap ideas. So that will work. I can tell you that much. With that being said, I don't know what else beats AOP. Like, for instance, I don't know if down back 2 beats AOP because... So down back 2 is weak to sidestep right. So if you ever want to get around down back 2 with Marduk or Negan 442, a bunch of stuff like that, those like long range mids, you sidestep right to evade them. Now when Xioayu drops into AOP, into her art defeating stance, she naturally takes a step to the right. So down back 2 probably doesn't beat AOP unless you, the Marduk player, specifically dash in or sidestep to a line before initiating down back 2. Keep in mind, everything takes time, right? So your down back 2 while it hits on 16, if you're sidestepping, realistically is burning at least 6 to 8 frames before you actually initiate it. So all of a sudden that 16 frame is hitting on frame 22 to 25. And then what happens? Xioayu sticks out at stand 4, you die. Xioayu does a down forward 1, you die. Or I guess he wouldn't die, but you keep getting interrupted. So keep in mind there's a bunch of counterplay. And once again, I think the only thing that like beats RDS consistently with Marduk is down 4. But at the same time, I'm not a Marduk versus Xioayu expert. So, oh wow, what a... Damn, was that another AOP drop? Hop kick? Okay, up 4-3. Yeah, probably better. You kind of got caught against the other guy too by getting your hand stuck in the cookie jar here. So once again, it's probably better to take the down 3 than to go all in with an option like Python Explosion. Also, while applying your pressure, how I was mentioning earlier, how certain like 50-50s become less valuable due to positioning. You're open field. So what's the best you think that's going to happen in this position, right? You drop BTS, go for Python Explosion. But if it hits, what happens? You do this much damage. You get essentially a little bit of applied pressure. But there's not really anything that's super scary. Python Explosion only really becomes really like of a threat once you start getting on their side of the field. Like for instance, if you were to apply a Python Explosion here on like the 3rd stripe, then that means they're going to recover on the 2nd stripe. That means your next option in a wake up position, let's say you were to commit to a VTS drop forward 2-4. Okay, well then you have knockdown, low slump. Okay, let's say you go for VTS forward 2, right? Wall bounce, 50-50 mid. Okay, now all of a sudden you have a launcher. But in an open field position where you're just slightly advantageous, what are you going to do? Dash up VTS cancel 3, right? I mean, you have to think, once again, what am I going to do in the future? What next? What next? What next? Okay, I hit you with this. What next? You can't just do things willy-nilly. Always have at least somewhat of a game plan. Or on the flip side, if you're reading your opponent, read your opponent. Commit to things that will at least net you something. Python Explosion, all things considered, again, without risk of wall splat or really proper scary 50-50 knockdown, not the best. It's annoying to get hit by, but Lan is super good. He's going to get annoyed, but that's about it. Against a lower skilled player, you might frustrate them to death to set up like a down forward 1 with punish or something like that. But yeah, skill level, keep that in mind. Just factor then. Yeah, like going for a grab isn't bad. I wouldn't necessarily say recommend going for a ground grab, like the reset, unless you're in a position where ground grab is like a valid strategy. Try not to wing really risky ideas unless you proper know it's a trap. Like you don't want to score a knockdown here and dash up and go for a ground grab, right? For like you use this for an instance, like you get counter hit back 4. Okay, you get knockdown, applied pressure, after hit, back 4. Okay, which hit AOP, so maybe that's the key to beating AOP. So it's like you're not gonna go for a ground grab here, right? Because you're taking so much inherent risk. They tech roll, they hold back, they do anything, you lose, right? It's a similar idea with you applying pressure with like VTS down +2, the Python explosion. You want to use things where they can effectively work. Don't wing things, especially if you're taking like huge risk. So okay, nice reset. Bad combo. That was a kill. Yeah, you had an air hit. That was a kill. Okay, no punish. Yeah, again, you're kind of defaulting to down back 2, and I don't know why. Foresight 3. Okay, wall's hella good. He go for reset. He tried to reset. I respect that. Okay, yeah, good. Don't flinch. One thing of note: if you ever put yourself into a grounded position, yeah, don't flinch. So just take the grounded hit. Land went for a down back 2 because if the Marduk player, if Defa here or Defa waits, was to commit to like anything, right, down back 2 would launch. Xioayu also has 443, which would launch you too. So take the grounded hit. That's a really good key note there. Okay, back 4. It's fucking why not? High pressure. A little bit risky against a Xioayu player where they can drop AOP, but still. Okay, reset. Sidestep 4. He could have went for sidestep 4 meaty. Okay, I like the back 2. A little bit slow. And okay, back 2 evidently loses to AOP. Wow. Whoa! Okay. Wait, are you a Marduk player? That was a weird time, the step. Yeah, micro step duck. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, as you saw there, it loses to AOP 1+2, 1+2. But, or sorry, RDS 1+2, 1+2. But still, whoa, that was a weird step. You know what I'm thinking, Def? Your Marduk's not bad. You should try playing Leo. Just play Leo. Oh, he tried to swag on you with the RDS 214, and it didn't get the kill because RDS 214 is dog shit. Okay, let's skip ahead because yeah, that's looking out. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, why did you reverse gambit here? Down 4. Oh, okay. So you're specifically reading against down 4-4 or down 4-1? Okay, firecracker, good patience. Take the ground hit. I respect that. Okay, mid applied pressure. If he counter hit, that would be a wall splat, so I like it. Okay, no punish. Yeah, you do have to max punish. Oh, you don't have to necessarily max punish like down 4-2 slide 1 here. But up forward 1-2 is still pretty good at +6S. Not as good as +10G, but you know what you can do. Oh, nice. There you go. That's what I want to see. I want to see this this VTS meta shift. Like you go for the shimmy and you tackle. And yeah, that was a great read. But yeah, Marduk has so many options, and Marduk's one of the few characters who can actually like cancel things. So use that to your strength, you know. A lot of mistakes like beginners make, and I'm not calling you a beginner here. A lot of mistakes like beginner players or like intermediate players will make is they'll see their like top 10 moves, or top 10, top 15, top 20, and they'll be like, okay, I need to use top 10. That's all I'm using. That's it. But it's like, even though you have 150 moves, top 10, right? But still, there's still like 50 moves for your character that does something, that are at least applicable. There are some like beginner trap moves that will get you killed, but you still have like this huge move list. So why are you putting yourself in a box? Why would you put yourself in a plus like a 10 move box where your opponent knows exactly what you're going to do? And unless you have like a super scary 50-50, what's the plan? Are you gonna beat someone of like Lance level with 10 moves? Your movement's not as good, you know, blah 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 blah. No, you have to get outside the box. And again, you don't want to do stupid shit. You don't want to just go for like Siebel snake edges or something like that. But still, you have all these moves. Explore your character. If you're committing to a character, explore them. Why wouldn't you explore them? Okay, no punish. Yeah, down +2 with Marduk's -12. It should be worse than -12, but it's only -12. Okay, yeah, you drop the deep dash. In this position, the deep dash 4-3-2 probably less valuable because down 4-4-2 would likely wall spot anyway. And you want to put yourself in a position where if the 4-4-3-2 gets you on a low slump, nothing will be guaranteed for knockdown. Whereas if you go for down 4-4-2 and the wall's too close, you'll at least get the ground break. And then you can go for airborne throw or back 1-2 unscaled for the balcony, right? So just keep that in mind. The wall was close enough, you probably should have went for down 4-4-2. Oh, big call out. Nice. I don't know about the one check. One check damage too. Yeah, power crush through, 50-50 applied. Goes for the reset. I respect that. Oh, counter hit. Yeah, I don't think you can confirm that though. Okay. What? Wait. Why would you go 1 down 2 into down by 4? Like, what was the idea here? Input error? Yeah, look at he's mashed out. Yeah, I don't understand that. Oh, nice reset. Okay, this combo sucks though. He should have went for a Sodom reset. He should have went for meaty up forward 2 or up forward +2 crossover. Okay, kill him. There you go. Back 1-2. I see you. Okay, what if your character is a 10-move character? Good luck. Exactly, James. Yeah, for sure. You got to use the whole kit. Your whole kit. Oh, okay. Whoa, that was what a weird opening gambit. You hold back and buffer back 3. Oh, back that. Oh, I don't hate it, but I don't like it. But hey, fuck it. I was talking about using more of your kit. Using more of your kit. Okay, no punish. Yeah, he went right for mistrust. Ooh, okay. You gotta take the +6. I'm surprised you didn't take the +6 there. Don't look at that. The game gave you a real punisher. You see that? Yo, that's hella tight. -11. It wants you to do 2 down 1 +2. Yo, the robot though. That was hella sick. It's smart because Ling does have a back turn parry, but down 1 +2 is a shoulder. That's hella smart. Wow, that's I think the first Punisher I've seen that I've been impressed with. Okay, careful. Yeah, he fucked up the crossover timing. Yeah, you can tell. I mean, Lan obviously is not a Xioayu player, but he's still playing Xioayu pretty well. It can be hard to punish, sure, but you also are playing as Marduk with that super long 15. Yeah, that was probably the best Punisher or recommendation I've ever seen. Okay, all in. I don't like the RDS down 4 is such a seeable option. It's such an online tactic. It's like a quicker snake edge that's still seeable, but it doesn't actually give you a launch. In 8, I think it is a launcher though. Okay, tackle through. Yeah, you went full distance, so -10. Careful. Yeah, usually with Marduk, you want to typically sidestep right in after knockdown. Okay, a lot of respect being shown. Wow. Careful with that long range option though. A big whiff, light punish. Okay, Lan's still applying pressure. Probably could have 4-4-3'd you. Okay, a 4-3 is big. There goes the meter. Oh no. Okay, not a good combo though. It doesn't matter. Down 3. Okay, let's go ahead and jump ahead. Yeah, not you were playing a little bit too passively there, and that sets you up for failure. So, what the fuck? Wait, what? Ganryu? Oh, okay. I'm down to watch some Ganryu. Okay, sure. Yeah, the only thing I can think of why this is lagging is I signed out of my accounts, so I think these were up. I don't know. That's my speculation though. Yeah, let me get some water. Okay, switching to the Ganryu. I like this. Okay, 2-1 pressure, stand 3. Okay, well, I have to mention that was a Rai entrance, right? Or a Thai entrance. 2-1 Thai 3. Okay, big back 1. Okay, walls not great. Yeah, a little bit too far. Low slump. No chase down though. Okay, big 4-2 wall bounce. Are you dead? No, not quite. 50-50. Forced to guess. Yeah, meaty down 2. Down 2 is rough. Such a great low. because you cancel into the mid, of course. Okay, long carry. Okay, 2-1 though. Interesting. Okay, rocket launch, offside. Down to a chase down, yeah. Oh, I like this. I like how it keeps applying pressure with duck forward too. Because like, yeah, what are you gonna do as Ganryu, right? Raw back 1+2, which will lose to duck forward too. I like that. That's annoying as shit. That's tight. I don't know what I would do there. Shit. It's great because like you saw the frame data, right? So in this position, after every loop, he's -3. So not only this duck forward to high crush, but you're -3. So you can't even like jab out anyway as Ganryu. I guess you might. Oh no, you can't throw the needle because it's hitting on 12. Wow, that's so annoying. I don't know what I would do. Infinite aloof. That's tight. Yeah, 2-1-2 out. Good. Yeah, he commit duck after the 1-2-1-4. Yeah, again, this is good understanding of like character weakness. Like I said, you're not always playing your opponent. You can also play your opponent's character. Oh, okay. Oh wow, interesting. Stop sign out 4+2. Applying pressure. Yeah, no punish from land. Careful. Yeah, this is a good lesson. Once again, just because you are safe and you're not safe here, right? Doesn't mean. Oh, sorry. Just because you aren't punishable doesn't mean you're safe. So you're down 4-1-4 on block is -13. Obviously, you could have back 1-2'd it, but still, your movement and everything is coming out 13 frames later than your opponent is. So even though they didn't punish you, they're still applying pressure. So keep that in mind. Don't get caught in the trap of thinking just because they can't punish you, you're safe. Sometimes you just got to hold the back button, you know? Well, technically, no, because if it's hitting on 15 and they're +3, that means duck forward 2 will counter it launch you. So you would get launched. So yeah, that means they're hitting on 12. Keep in mind, you're not +3, you're -3, right? So I don't know what Ganryu can do, period, other than duck jab and pray, or just hard commit duck against duck forward too. And also the nice thing is duck 1 doesn't launch you unless it's EX'd. So in that case, then you kind of get into like the weird, like, I wouldn't necessarily call it like esoteric, but you get into that realm of like, okay, what are they going to do, right? Yomi level 2, Yomi 3 kind of shit going on. Okay, nice little jump back, okay. 1+2 out. Yeah, it goes for EX duck 1. That would be the launcher. Okay, no punish from land. Oy. Oh yeah. Okay, we'll take a look at one more, then we'll go to the next person. Yeah. Oh, I think duck 1 is a counter hit launcher, but it's not a natural hit launcher. I believe. Not a Steve player, but I believe. But yeah, EX is the one where like crazy shit happens. EX duck 1 is the mid launcher. EX duck forward 2 is the guard breaker. EX duck 2 is skyscraper, but a class 1, so you get not launched super fucking high in the air. And also EX duck 2 skyscraper is also a steel pedal attack. So, and I'm sure there's more, but those are the ones that come to mind right away. Oh, whoa, nice 1-2-1. Okay, yeah, trap through. You know what's funny is I don't hate the idea of going for the headbutt in that position, simply because headbutt can kind of have some funky crush to it. But I think the straight punch alpha flicker, the power crush would be too many active frames. It probably wouldn't work. So I don't hate it, but of course it's not good. Okay, wow, commit tie 4-2. There you go. Yeah, you overcommit, unfortunately, again, right into the back 1. And not dead, but nah, meaty down 2. So good. Like you notice like there's no even counter stepping on this down 2. This is just a proper time down 2. So that's crazy. So it like leaves them even less open to counterplay. So okay, punishment. Don't be afraid of wall stand 4. I think your adverse of like not going for wall stand 4 was a detriment. Don't be afraid of wall stand 4 with Marduk, because it's actually pretty good. Apart from that, yeah, definitely needs stronger punishment, 100%. Your spacing was good. Your movement was actually pretty good, all things considered. Down 3, you need infinitely more down 3, because I don't remember seeing a fucking single down 3. But yeah, don't be too happy to always go for an option like down back 2. That's probably my other recommendation. Punishment, less down back 2, more down 3. And I do like the diversity of moves you're using. So keep doing that. Keep doing that. Yeah, let's do a jump into this one. We have a versus JDCR. This will be interesting. I played against JDCR at NorCal Strong Style. I played against them with Season 2 Lars, the worst Lars ever been. And I almost beat him. So JDCR is still a human. But at the end of the day, I still lost. But I almost beat him. I did better than my whole team did against JDCR, though. But shouts to Lars. Oi! Yeah. Okay, so obviously we're from the perspective of the Leroy player. I don't know why you went for like open field Hermit 3-4. Of course, that's minus 15. Also, your entrance into 4-4-4. Now, granted, this might have been your idea to like close him up because Hermit 4-4-4-2. The class 1 launcher is also minus 14. So maybe that was the idea, is like get your opponent to close up for the mid and then apply pressure with the Hermit down 3. Hermit 3-4, but nice read. Okay, light punish. He cancel, no fear. Wow. Yeah, one thing of note, I'm not saying this is what you have to do, but in general, so Hermit 4, I believe, is minus 6. So you can parry. It uses it as a trap. Of course, Hermit 4 1+2 is also minus 14. So same thing. You're like, okay, well, I'm gonna get JDCR here to close up, and that way I can then apply effective further follow pressure without a Hermit stance. But yeah, JDCR gonna go. Okay, back one out. There we go. Entrance. Okay, Hermit forward 1, not a mix up to any of the applied pressure you've done so far out of stance. You've only done a single Hermit 4, so but 25% you've only done mid. Okay, down 2. Oh, wow. Yeah, you see the problem with Leroy tracking this game. Leroy has very bad tracking. Okay, I like that. I like you're going for the 2-1-2. You want the sorry, not the armor, but you want the parry. So you're trying to set up a trap, see how JDCR reacts. Unfortunately, I can't tell you why that didn't work per se, but yeah, you're definitely throwing a lot at him. So I like it. It's not working, but I still like it. I like the idea. So, oh, what a blow parry on down 2. Okay, sway 2-4 combos. Doing a lot of sway 2-4.
I don't think he will be doing any taunts in this set.
Okay, good patience. Okay. Oh, dropped the combo. Unfortunate. Yeah, Leroy, of course, gets a small combo there. Okay, so now you're mixing up down back 1 pressure. Okay, so you're throwing a lot at him. I like it. I like you throwing a lot at him. Especially because, like, how many Leroys has he played today, right? If open field, 4-4-2. Nice reversal. Yeah, no escape. Yeah, sway 3 there was super greedy. Nice punish. Okay, going for a long carry combo. Stand 2, up 4, 3+4 line. Nice confirm that you dropped it. Okay, yeah, applied pressure, down 4, 3, and stand 3. That's a fake 50-50. Nice duck. Oh, up 4, 3. Chase down. Oh, no punish. Ah, nice. Okay, so one thing of note here. So you recover in full crouch, and this isn't for you because you know this clearly. So when you after Bryan back 1+2, you're minus 7S if I remember correctly. So what happens is, whereas back 1 leaves you in full standing, the Rage Drive version doesn't. So in order for the Leroy player here to parry, he had to use up forward 1. Although it looked like you got a time back 2. Yeah, you got a time back 2. You're crazy, bro. It's just up forward 1. The time back 2 is scary because time back 2, because you're minus 7, will not beat jabs. It won't. There's just not enough time to CC. So whereas up forward 1 will CC and get you on the 3rd frame, a time back 2 will not. Because keep in mind, everything takes time, right? You going from crouching to standing takes time. But it's an important skill, especially if you're an Asuka player, to understand how to perform a reversal, like back 2+4, out of full crouch by using buffered hold back 2+4. So you slide the input. So he probably did a slide technique too, but it's a little bit scary because if you fuck up the slide technique with a buffered back 2, unless you proper CC it with like a tap forward or a tap up, back 2 could get you wall stand 2, and wall stand 2 is minus 14. So keep that in mind. Usually upward 1 is hard carry because you can diagonal cancel with it. Okay, wow. Yeah, smart. Yeah, this is obviously Season 4 or Season 5. I don't know which one. Down forward 2 plus 3 is -7. So, yeah, I mean, 3 plus 4 hitting meaty. Even if you were to do a one jab, you would still lose, right? You'd either trade negative or you'd lose clean. Okay, down 4 out. I like that. He pseudo running 3 with the up 4-3, so I like the challenge on 15.
After that, he hasn't dropped a single game.
Okay, yeah, not fearful of the -4, -5 on the down back 4.
Go for mid.
Oh man, the TP. You're showing the TP, okay? Yeah, nice duck. Yeah, again, there's no 50-50 there. Okay, there we go. We see the CC upward 1. And I do like the chase down hell sweep. Yeah, he's more likely to go into some sort of like sidestep idea or sidewalk. And down back 3, of course, with full track. So at least it tracks Bryan. It doesn't track Lily, but what can you do? You go for the confirm. Nice duck. Interesting, didn't want to enter into Hermit that time, though, huh?
It's a different type of backdash when you're playing Bryan.
Oh, okay. That's spicy. The 4-4-2 option. Nice punish, though. 4-4-2 to down back 1 plus 2 Sabaki is cheeky as fuck. I like that. Okay, 2 on line. Are you going to put him to rage? Okay, keep him out of rage. Okay, bad punish. 4-4-2-2 is -15. Now, granted, this might be Season 4, so this might have been a -13, 4-4-2-2. Back 1 plus 2, down 4-3. Oh, I hate that. Just take the down 4-3, guys. If it's a kill, it's not worth the risk. Just take the kill. Okay, decent punish. Down 2 is -15, technically.
He did not need that. That's like the one thing he was missing.
So, taking the 13, full crash down 4-2-1 is fine. Yeah, Leroy's very punishable in the grand scheme of things. So, a little bit too punishable in my opinion. Yeah, oh, I like the Hermit forward 1 there. Or sorry, that was back 1. My apologies. Yeah, good read. Axie problem, but he goes for CD2-4. Are you dead? No, not quite. Dash up down 4. I respect it. So I do like how you are using your kitchen sinking here. But you're also controlled kitchen sinking. You're not just randomly hitting things. But, okay, you tried to gun through. It's funny, maybe that might have been input error. Maybe you wanted down back 1 plus 2, which would have worked, of course.
The stage is so sick. The music is so good.
Okay, applying or low pressure. I like it. Yeah, you can tell that JDCR isn't super confident on your timing. The where he's really netted the most damage against you has been on deep step options. So, like I talked about earlier, if you're going to deep step commit, and Leroy, when it comes to his like I wouldn't necessarily call him oppressive, but very strong options, like gun, the Sabaki, parry, those are all things that can be commonly sidestepped. And unfortunately, in Season 4, they nerfed Leroy back forward tracking to only be +5, and also it leaves you so far away that you really can't do shit. So Leroy in this game doesn't have the best tracking, and his really strong ideas are all linear. So by you stepping, and not necessarily like time stepping or like option select stepping, like against like Hermit or whatnot, you are opening yourself up. So you're forced to play that way, which it's not your fault. But yeah, against a really good player, you need to be at the point where you get them to lock down. And here you had showed 4-4-3 twice, and now this time he's like, I'm gonna hard commit duck. Or sorry, I guess this is more of a reactionary duck. But I think there's probably more committal on that. And you are dead. That's a kill. Let's skip.
You haven't really seen this Leroy.
Okay, I like the idea of trying to gun through. Yeah, thread the needle. Nice down +2. Are you gonna fall up here? Oh, okay. I'm surprised you didn't apply pressure there. Yeah, I guess you might have had muscle memory against like a lower tier player or like a worse player. You're like, okay, but probably better to continue apply pressure there. I hate that. Yeah, you can't confirm twin piston. And obviously, if you just go for twin piston raw, you're dead, right? He just launches you. So I hate that. That's one of Leroy's definitely big problems is long range mid pressure. He's really lacking it. Nice duck, way late on the punish. Good. Through, eating his timing. You're in a scramble situation, so the opponent's more likely to mash out there, so good read.
No, this guy's good.
Yeah, that will be -13 in Tekken 8, by the way.
Oh, goes for 4-4-2 mix-up setup.
Okay, good patience, yeah. Another, like I said, just because things are safe doesn't mean you can mash, so good patience to not mash at -11. It's a good lesson for beginner players. Sorry, I'm not trying to say anything about you.
That one pursuit. JDCR respecting a lot right now.
Okay, minus 13.
Respect a lot less when he's playing his
Ah, there you go. Beautiful. Nice step. Okay, so yeah, JDCR definitely has a read on your timing now. Okay, kick out. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Okay, 2-1 pressure. Ay, back 3, not the best. Yeah, it's so linear. Ah, you're hella dead. Yeah, back 3. Why did they nerf back 3? Like, give me answer me that, Namco, please. Okay, nice, good patience. Yeah, what did you get hit by? Yeah, you looked up at the sky. I feel that. Oh, it looked like you tried a gun, but I mean, you had the right idea, but gun at that range probably not the best. But yeah, unfortunately, linear attacks aren't really that linear.
Oh, mashing, get up for you on wake up, let's go.
Okay, are you gonna go for some sort of reset? No, max push. Okay. Tackle, no break. Oh, didn't commit. Did you want the plus 15? I think that's plus 15G, right?
I think when you wake up, you get more plus frames, I believe, or I don't know.
Hey, good patience, don't overcommit.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting in that position how JDCR opted to step instead of take the plus 7. I think he thought you were going to go for another back 2, possibly at minus 7, which would thread against 10. But still, I don't know.
Final round.
Yeah, that was him closing up a little bit. So knowing that like JDCR is closing up, it's probably better to start applying all-in pressure now. Like dash up hell sweep, like break his spirit. Nice. Yeah, that was probably an erroneous down 4-4. Right, with down 4-4 with Leroy, you're forced to commit into stance. And even in 8, I don't think they added a way to cancel that. Like you can't do down 4-4 into back or something. So yeah, that's unfortunate. And like, yeah, you see the reaction. You look into the sky again. I understand. It's stupid. Like that used. When Tekken 7 first came out, they did that shit to Lars. Like, you hit a button, and you're forced to go into a stance. But the problem is, you're launch punishable when you enter into a stance. So it's like, why am I forced to go into a fucking stance and I just lose? I feel you. Okay, taunting, nice. Delayed side roll. Okay, probably should have back rolled there. Oh, careful with that wake up 4. Yeah, that wake up 4 in that position would be minus 14. So if he stayed standing... yeah, you would have been dead. In 8, it's no longer... wake-ups aren't punishable at all in Tekken 8, which is weird.
It's even safe sometimes.
Hey, you're playing way from behind. Yeah, you're rotting. Could be difficult. Wow, nice backdash. Okay, I like the down back 2 there. Had a natural high crush built into it as well. How's it going, Alejandro? I'm doing well. Oh, sorry. Can you guys hear me? Maybe I muted myself. I'm closing submissions, but let me go ahead and grab some of these. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Let me cue this up. Oh, cool. You know what? Fuck it. Let's keep this going. Let me put the screen back on. I was muted. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, so I was saying I got about 30 minutes, so this will be it. I'm closing submissions, and then we'll do this again in about a month. So if you missed it today, we'll do this again. It's not a problem. But yeah, I see JDCR, I see Dragonov. I want to see it. But we'll take a look at. I have a couple other ones queued up too. Oh no Dragonov. Okay, was this the same match?
You're not me, bro.
Oh, this is the same match. Fuck. Okay, my bad. Okay, let's back up. Ah, bummer. Bummer. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Let's see. Okay, so we have oh yeah. Wait, was this the one? Was this submitted to me? I can't remember. This must be submitted if it's on YouTube. Okay, so this is very similar to one I actually wanted to take a look at. There was one on our Tekken where they got bulldogged. Maybe this is the one. Okay, whatever. Okay, so yeah, this is obviously Kazumi versus Feng. We're looking at this from the. Oh no, this was on our Tekken. Oh, okay, I'll have to figure something out. Okay, so what do you do when you're getting bullied against a Feng? So let's take a look. So 1-1 pressure, fake 10 string, so minus 13 on that hit. It used to be minus 14 in older games. Dynamic 3 entry, 50-50, so you're forced to guess here in that position. It might not be the worst against, like, here, just the hold back. I think hold back technically beats BT down 3, although with the wall, maybe not so much. Okay, now you're forced to guess again. Flinch catch, option, side sway. Okay, gotta punish it. So first things first, if you're overwhelmed, right, against your opponent, try your best to keep your wits. Like, keeping a calm mind is like a big deal. So up forward 2 is minus 10, but you were too far, which Tekken 7 problems. But for instance, like that back sway is launch punishable. So even if you don't get like an up forward 4, at the bare minimum, you should either flash punch out or at least do like a twin piston, like a down forward 1-2. But still, doing nothing is definitely a sign. Either you're uncomfortable to match up, or B, you're just uncomfortable in general. So, okay, wow, sidestep entry, it's down 3 all in. A horrible combo. So they're not super good. Okay. Oh, that like this 1+2, you gotta break it, but it's such a bad 1+2 because like if you break it, you position change with him, and all this work that he's done to put you into the corner is now non-existent. So, okay, wow, up 2, probably erroneous up forward 2 input. Oh, raw shoulder. Okay, so first things first, sidestep left. Sidestep left duck is typically what you want to do against Feng if you're not really comfortable with how to beat them. Apart from that, like, you gotta break throws, man. Also, empty jump sidestep 4 is some shit. Who does this? Okay, yeah, these. Oh, down back 2. Okay, applied pressure. Do it again. Tantrum. Departing cloud 4. Yeah, you got at the bare minimum, you gotta break throws. Like, you gotta break throws, even if you're not really comfortable with what you're supposed to do. Okay, 10 string, nice low parry. Oh, down forward 2. I can't imagine you trying to go for like back forward 2. Unless you're just so frustrated, I don't know. Okay, 10 string again, showing it. Yeah, that does cause hesitation frames, it's called, because the 50-50 afterwards. With that being said, if you're properly challenging an option, like, you have to commit. Again, it's a 50-50. Are they going low or not? If they're going low, I'm hitting low parry. If they're not going low, you're punishing it. Like, you need to get out of the mindset that you are waiting to see something happen. Yeah, your opponent can only do so many things, right? At the end of the day, they're still limited by their character. Like, a Feng player is not going to do an electric, right? So you roughly know what they want to do. So you should be in the mentality of looking for options to properly counter against them. Okay, yeah, like the duck. Like, why are you ducking that position? So are you ducking specifically just for an option like Dynamic 3? But then the timing on your option would be like, okay, well, I see a flinch, but are you so like mind caught on only beating a down back 3 that you just don't do anything against whiff? Like, I would see at the bare minimum at least a 1-2 here. Okay, so that is what he did. So you should be at least thinking there. So even on whiff, you do have time to like jab punish and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, this guy's just going wild. Yeah, this is over. Okay, neutral reset ish. Dynamic 3 pressure, jab out, yeah, and take Kempo drop. It's hard to give advice. I would say commit. If you want to properly beat Feng, backdash or sidestep left is typically what you want to do. But you need to commit. This is definitely one of those lessons where you have to commit. Don't half measure things, especially if you're playing a character like Kazumi, where you're going to be lacking on not basic tools, but like really standout tools apart from just your general mobility and stuff like that. But yeah, you need to commit. Don't half measure shit. And then also, if you do half measure and the opponent like makes an errant mistake afterwards, you need to be ready. So, but like a lot of this like constant pressure against his Feng really stem from just not breaking 1+2 throws. So I don't know. I'm not one to say, oh, go into practice mode and just start working on like breaking throws kind of thing. But it might be worth doing it. So yeah, outclassed is probably accurate. And then yeah, he just closed up. He just freaked out and closed up. Yeah, yeah, it's in between. It's in between. I agree. So yeah, there's this thing. So that I say so you're either outclassed or outplayed or lucky. So there's three things. You're either lucky, like someone who's beating you is your same skill level or worse, and they just beat you. Sometimes you get unlucky, things don't go your way. At the end of the day, it's a video game, it's not real life, so weird shit can happen. It's important to understand that, yeah, you have to take things with stride, and then basically, yeah, if things don't go your way, don't freak out. Keep playing your character, and then at a certain point, you just have to be sure that you're not getting unlucky if something doesn't keep going your way. To take a look at the frame data or do the homework, do lab it, and make sure that something in your mind, if you are getting beaten and it shouldn't be, just confirm it, because you don't want to have like this idea that it should never work and it actually is a true thing and you just lose. Second thing would be outplayed. So basically, someone is at your skill level or roughly at your skill level. Even a beginner can still kind of outplay you, although that shouldn't typically happen. And then, yeah, they just have a better day. They have better reads against you. You aren't getting unlucky in the sense how things aren't going your way, but they might do like a really clutch, like low option. They do a clutch overhead, something to throw off your timing, and they're caught in your mind, and you're not getting unlucky, but they are basically doing everything correctly. And then you kind of get into this like quicksand situation where you get worse and worse and worse, and they slowly pull ahead of you to the point where you can't even come back. So a lot of times, like 80% is your, like, 80% life leads, regardless of how well you're doing. They happen, and then you just have to hope that your opponent makes a mistake. But it's a little bit difficult when you're playing from behind. And then finally, there's outclass. So outclass would be someone who's at a higher skill level or significantly higher, and no matter what you do, they're ready for you, and they can like just beat you down. Outclassed would be like you're playing against like an Arslan Ash, Jimmy J, a knee, stuff like that. And they not only do they know what you want to do, they know how to beat everything that you want to do. So that's why I tried to explain to you guys, or at least when I'm like streaming, how a random move here or there might work in like the long run, but it's an unsustainable strategy. There's you applying pressure with some certain move has like either a really distinct weakness to it or something that can be mitigated from experience. So oftentimes, like a player who's better than you, not necessarily like super better than you, will let you hang yourself. They'll be like, oh, I got hit by this really slow option, but it doesn't really do anything, so I can kind of like let it go by. And then all of a sudden you get into round 5, and you use that option, and then you get annihilated. That's like outplayed. And yeah, you can keep that in your back pocket to like set up a trap for the future. If you notice a really big weakness, you can wait until a clutch situation or a later round to just execute on the information and then just blow them out of the water. So important. So once again, lucky, outplayed, and outclassed. Those are the three things. Oops, wrong one. Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay, nice duck. Go punish. Oh, yeah, wall stand 1. So good. A little bit too far. Okay, late on the punish. Yeah, the connection's good enough. You should have punished that. Okay, full 3 string. Yeah, 50-50 mid. The nice thing is you're... Whoa. The nice thing is you're playing... so yeah, this is definitely an outclassed. I can tell you right away. So this guy isn't necessarily smurfing. But so far, yeah, he's... this feels more outclassed than outplayed. He's making some sick reads, but ultimately he's executing on ideas that Black Wolves here can't. That doesn't really have an answer for. Okay, yeah, -10. You got to punish that. Him going for the parry there was really greedy. Obviously, he's just flexing on you, so like hence outclassed. But still, you gotta punish. Oh, you know how to waifu wall stand too. Wait, what? Why aren't you doing that more? Wait, what? Wait, okay. I have a lot of questions for you, Wolves here. Again, what controller are you using? Are you playing on hitbox? B, what's your actual skill level? Like I can't tell. Because yeah, you're doing super advanced stuff. Okay, bad punish. Yeah, so full crouch down fours are minus 15. This duck jab might have been a wall stand one. Keep that in mind. This is you, Cam. You're playing on pad. Are you playing on a normal pad? Like a stock, like a DualShock or something? Okay, empty. Power crush through. Okay, no punish that time, but although I think he's flexing. Oh no, he's not flexing. He's just fishing. Okay, so now this is no longer. Now I'm thinking this is outplayed. So I'm thinking this guy is probably roughly Suzaku, but he's practiced like a lot of esoteric things. Okay, so normal pad. Okay. That's what I figured. Okay, no duck. Sway through pressure. Okay, good patience. Okay, gotta punish. Yeah, I mean, down one power crush ain't enough. Okay, long carry. 3+4. Yeah, a little bit short. Nice patience. Okay, light punish. Probably better to take the back 1-2 there. Oh, okay, you did down forward 1-2 into hold forward. Okay, yeah, so yeah, this guy definitely is closer to Suzaku. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely an outplayed. But yeah, you're pulling it back. Wall stand 2, no punish. Like I said, nice step. Okay, once again, if you're deep stepping, commit to something big. Ah, committal. Okay, low slump. Yeah, I like the micro step there. The micro step there was actually good. Yeah, I mean that goes to show you like how quickly like things turn around, right? You go from this like complete annihilation, like outclassed. We're making sick reads, good stepping. Now, granted, he stepped into strong, but still, like it goes to show you just like how quickly this turns around. But yeah, punish for sure. Yeah, I mean, that was such a, like I said, this was like a flex trap, but you definitely could have done a little bit better. But yeah, yeah, I think overall, you know, from how much this guy crumbled, really goes to show you like how staying calm is a really, really, really big deal. And one of the nice things with playing a Mishima character with the flash punch, the 1-1-2 and whatnot, is just the fact that you can get this like super easy knockdown punishment, which then puts your opponent into a position where they can make a mistake. Understanding like regardless of skill level, that's where you really net so much in, and that's why punishment, especially when you're like by a wall, is so important. Whether it be your back is to the wall or the opponent's back is to the wall. If you are able to like get these clutch like 12 frame knockdowns and wall splats and stuff like that, you do like a lot of work. And all of a sudden, you're taking pressure off you. You're applying pressure to your opponent. It's really, really important. So I would say there for a time there for like beginner or like intermediate players, I would just say know your 10s, know your 15s, and like that's about it. But as you get into a higher level, you definitely want to have better resolution where you know you have the 12s, you have 14s, wall stand especially in T7 where wall stand is so much stronger. You need to get out of the beginner mindset of just very basic 10 or 15 and then get to that 12, those 13s, those 14s, because oftentimes these breakpoints are really important for a couple reasons. A, you get a stronger punish or a knockdown or whatever, but B, quite a few moves you'll find out recover in a position where either they're crouching or they're at a weird angle, and all of a sudden your 10s don't hit, all of a sudden your 11s don't hit. And if you are missing a punish, like literally, like going over their head, that's not to say that they won't smash out and just win again. So very, very important. So unfortunately, I am out of time. I will reopen the submissions. I was trying to find the additional one, but I couldn't find it. So yeah. The good news is you can hit the lab, like you become a lab monster, but to be honest, the best experience is just playing the game. In T8, luckily, they're making labbing like a little bit better, where you can like go to a situation and replay it, which is awesome. You can play it out, and you can get to a point where you might find a better combo by you just replaying that situation. So in 8, it's going to be a much different story, but 7, it does require a lot of work. And I think for most skill levels, until you hit like a really big wall, it's good just to kind of play it. With that being said, it's also important to take a break. Letting your mind reset is really important to get out of these kind of like pigeonholes that you put yourself into, where you might always do a particular thing, but if you take like a 1 or 2 day break, you might come back with a different perspective, and it's really important to do so. But yeah, that will be it. Thank you guys. Thanks whoever submitted. We'll do this in roughly about a month. Hopefully we get some trailers from Namco regarding like Dragunov and Yoshi and stuff like that. I really want to see what like Shaheen's gonna do. So that'll be cool. But yeah, I think Tiger Uppercut next weekend, unless it was this weekend. I don't know for a fact, but yeah, thanks for coming by. Thanks for the submitters, and I'll see you guys next time.